Hello and welcome to another update video about ICP. We are in a correction and this sort of hasn't really changed my outlook. So just a quick look at the overall bigger picture. My assumption is that there is still a chance to move up more directly for at least one more high here in wave 5 of 1 or to complete an A wave. Doesn't matter if I label it a wave 1 or an A wave in the short term. There's still a good chance to do so as long as we're holding the $6.95 50% retracement level. Below that level, well, it would open a whole array of different possibilities. We want to avoid that ideally, but at the moment it could still move higher more directly in a so-called impulse. And in this impulsive price structure, we want it to react to one of these fib levels. So the first level is still holding there, the 23.6 retracement. It's one of the first support levels I gave you basically in the last videos. Then we've got $7.89 and $6.95. Now in this current pullback, which I currently see as potentially a wave 4 correction, which is in line with Bitcoin, which is a corrective wave, yeah, which is correcting the increase that happened before. The market ideally stays above the 50% fib level, because if not, then I will have to change my perspective, because then other interpretations will become more likely and will become more reliable. But this would be the most straightforward scenario. And if we see a reaction from one of these levels, then the fifth wave could start and take us to the next main Fibonacci level upstairs, above, not upstairs, maybe. Climbing the ladder. 1574 would be the next main level as a potential target if the $6.95 level is holding. And that's how the price can keep climbing the Fibonacci ladder here. After this wave 1 is complete, which ideally, yeah, finishes as a 5-wave move, that would be the clearest. Or the A wave, okay, yeah, because with a white count after the ABC structure is done, that could be it. But they can extend quite a lot. I have to say as well, be flexible with this micro count. This chart is not the clearest, but obviously I give my best here to give you still an Elliott wave perspective on this chart and to identify relevant support areas for trend continuation. It's just that the history isn't clear. I've mentioned that really extensively in previous videos. So that has to do with the lifetime downtrend into the September lows. So further uptrend, currently main expectation, but it could be within a corrective rally. Where exactly that corrective rally will finish is one of the biggest challenges to determine because of the, yeah, let's say unclear lifetime chart. So let's see, we follow the trend, let's say until the end. The Fibonacci levels that we get through using the Elliott wave count, they tell us basically when the uptrend is likely finished, and below $6.95, at least the risk for that increases significantly. Now let's go to the 1-hour chart. Here, if we zoom in a little bit, we see movement to the downside looks corrective. So we have a lot of overlapping price action. That's what we want to see for trend continuation. It is possible that wave B already topped and that we're already in the C wave down, but I haven't got a very good read of the C wave subwave structure. So that also leaves the door open still for a more extended B wave as a flat. Yeah, it could be that we've just seen an A wave down in 3 waves. The B wave could grow a bit larger, A, B, C in wave B, and then the C wave down. We also see here a potential descending wedge or channel, more channel maybe, like that. Yeah, so as long as it's moving in the corrective price channel, I'd follow more directly to the downside. Be mindful that any breakout could simply be a high B wave. That's why breakout trading can be so dangerous. But pullback trading is what I prefer. Personally, I wouldn't trade ICP, but that's, obviously it depends on yourself and whatever. I prefer to focus on clear charts. Yeah, this chart isn't the clearest, but yeah, I mean, there's a reasonable prospect for at least one more high in wave 5 of 1 or A. As long as this level is holding, gives you quite clear parameters, but the best setups are 1-2 setups. So this is a wave 4 pullback, which is always difficult because it is first of all going to be boring, And then the pullbacks are usually not very deep, so reward to risk isn't as great as in a 1-2 setup. Now, the move down, as you can see, overlapping, corrective. As long as we are in this corrective price channel, I focus on lower prices. A move above will be a first indication that we are in this wave 5, but we have to be mindful of potentially a B wave fake out. So a sustained break above $11.93 will indicate that the price is moving up in that next proper wave of the A wave or the yellow wave one. That's my update about ICP. I hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Also make sure that you follow us on Instagram and Twitter for additional content. You can find the links in the video description. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.